Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to be doing a subscriber gameplay breakdown. If you're new to the channel, pretty much what I do, tweet out saying, hey, I need some gameplay from you guys if you're looking to improve. And then I go ahead and wait for those replies, download a few of those, and then do a subscriber gameplay breakdown where I kind of take you through my thought process as they're playing and try and provide feedback throughout the match so maybe they can improve over time. What we'll do is go ahead and look at a couple different gameplays today. If you do enjoy the video, please remember to hit that like button. And if you're brand new and you'd like to find your way back, or maybe have your gameplay broken down, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on. There's still about 72% of you out there that watch my videos regularly but haven't yet subscribed. So if you're one of those people, just hit that red subscribe button, turning it from red to gray, and we'll go ahead and get into the video. And he has a KD of a little bit under 1. So an EKIA of under 1, score per minute about 200. So probably not the best player, but a very good example of someone that we could look at to go ahead and see what we can do to help them improve. Because a lot of people, this is their first Call of Duty. This is something they're looking to improve on. Maybe they don't understand how often you should be looking at the mini map. They're not really sure about their sensitivities, positioning on the map. So we're going to go ahead and talk about a few different things. And I've seen plenty of my subscribers go from this level, maybe even a 0.49, as low as a 0.49. And I've seen them get their KD, EKIA up to about 1.5, 2.0, and even up towards over 3.0, depending on the individual. So these tips are very useful. It just depends on how you want to utilize them. And more often than not, if you actually say, hey, you know what, I actually want to improve, you're more likely to improve. Let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. So pretty much look at all his teammates sitting there. It looked like a little bit of lag there. He's coming through. He jumps through the mid, and this is an okay opening rush. But a lot of times if you take this too aggressively, you can see he was pre-firing, which is a cool thing. I can't tell if he was looking to track the target right there, but it looks like some people were already working around the spawn. I don't think he heard him. Oh, he's following him. Chasing him down. Okay, come around. See if the sensitivity is way too high. Okay. So let's go ahead and rewind that back a bit. So right here, I can hear somebody's behind him already. They're chasing him down. See, they fired his weapon. So right here, this person shot at him, but they missed. You can see right here on the mini map, they shot at him and they missed. So what happens is immediately as soon as he finishes off the engagement, he's chasing this guy down. He's got to turn around. That's just map awareness. They should still be spawning in this area as well because it doesn't look like there's been a hard flip. Until you see a teammate spawn in this area, you have to assume that this is going to be the enemy spawn. Go ahead and go a little bit further. So right here, he takes this guy out. He misses a bunch of shots, but then he should immediately be turning around because that guy had enough time to come around the corner. And he might not win that gunfight, but at least he would have a chance. So boom, that guy was already working his way around the corner. All right, you got a teammate that is AFK, which can often mess up the spawns. But, oh, no, he's not AFK. He started moving. So right here, this guy should be... Ooh. So this isn't the angle I would have taken. So pretty much back it up right here. You can see that the guy is right here. So what I would do is be working towards this right side, re-aim that left way, and get a different angle so you can actually hit that guy because he looks like he's right at the top of the stairs. You have a teammate that's inside. It's hard to tell if he's upstairs or downstairs, but for the most part, he's probably upstairs because this guy's firing his weapon. As you come around, you should be able to just pre-aim that guy and take him out, but he kind of takes this weird slide into the room, which is not a safe move. Luckily, the teammate cleared him up, but for the most part, that is not the move I would make. So, looks like the spawns are about to flip. It looks like they should be coming over here on this east side. Look at where all the enemies are. You can see it already flipped, and I was able to call it before it actually flipped. And now he's pushing a little deep into the spawn. There's probably going to be someone coming up behind him to his left. He pre-aims this. There's the guy. He's coming around behind him, and then he's able to sneak up behind this guy. So far, the biggest issue I'm looking at right here is the accuracy seems way off. So I don't know if this player is playing with too high of a sense, but they're not really centering and tracking the target very well. And I think that's contributing them to missing a ton of shots because right now it seems like they're able to spot people, but lining up the shot, it seems pretty difficult. So I would definitely recommend going through my how to get your accuracy better tutorial and focus on the hip fire only part of it so you can find that perfect sensitivity. But maybe the sensitivity is just a little too high because it looks like he's just whipping it around a little bit too much. There's a guy on this left side. Could have pre-aimed it. You can see that the guy is on the left side right here. So right here, the UAV's passed. The guy is on the left side. He's gonna push forward, and then you can see that, like in my case, I would have just been right here. As soon as I turned right here, I would have been pre-aiming this area right below the scoreboard. I would have just pre-aimed that area, and because you know the guy's coming out. So the second he comes out, you could actually start pre-firing, because based off the timing, you have a good estimate of when this guy will actually pop around the corner. So right there, he just jumps out, loses the engagement. So right there, the guy ends up having a Titan, and he ends up losing to the Titan, which is more for long range, even though the Titan's pretty much good at all ranges. He ends up getting outgunned there in a scenario that he probably shouldn't get outgunned. Here's another one, just behavior, pre-aiming. So it looks like a lot of times this is just accuracy, map positioning, awareness. So when he comes over here, generally, as you come around this corner, you should automatically pre-aim that doorway. Like that should be your go-to, because 9 times out of 10, someone's camping right there. They're on this head glitch on this left. And as you come around, he ends up looking at this. So he's not even centered, one. He could be on the doorway right here, and he would at least probably got this guy. Might have still died to this one. Teammate looks oblivious. He's looking right at him. And they're probably both going to die, right? I haven't seen this yet. Boom. Both demolished. They did trade out. Well, they didn't trade out any kills. Both of the teammates survived on the other side. All right. So now he's pushing out of spawn again. And it looks like that guy is still sitting on that head glitch right out right here. Oh, nope. He's in this building. Okay. It just is potato aim. So I would highly recommend getting some control freaks. I do have a code if you want to order them online, or just go to the GameStop. They will be a little bit more, but then you won't have to pay for shipping. But I would highly recommend using some control freaks if you're not already, and working on that sensitivity to make sure it's perfect. Centering's a little bit low. It should be more towards the doorway as you're running. I have a habit of looking a little bit low too, but just in general, that's a thing. He comes through here. The guy is already there. He should be aiming down sight and shooting at this guy already. He should have no need to slide. The guy's not even looking at him. He needs to aim down sight, snap on the dude. The guy turns on him. He misses most of the shots. Too far to the right. Isn't strafing to counteract. So let's watch that in regular motion again, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Comes through. No strafing. So the biggest part with strafing is obviously make yourself a little bit harder target to hit, but then you get that rotational aim assist on console. Person's playing on Xbox. You can see their little button right here. It says LB. So as long as they're on console, they should be able to strafe, get that additional aim assist. Along with the rotational aim assist and the slowdown, you're going to have that sticky aim. So you should be able to hit that target a lot easier, and it just didn't line up there. It's just potatoing the shots, which is perfectly fine. This is how we learn from our mistakes. I would bet that if you got the right accuracy, if you don't already have control freaks, you add a control freaks, that's going to help you out a little bit. And strafing more regularly, because you can see for the most part, you're standing still in this gunfight. So let's go ahead and watch that again. You can go ahead and see, slides in, misses every shot, only lands about 2 hit markers on that guy. And from the other perspective, the guy just turned and shot him. So pretty easy things to fix so far. Nothing crazy here. I would recommend those things that I've said so far. Also, it looks like their safe area is a little bit too big, in my opinion. I know some people, it's all preference thing, but I recommend also trying to shrink your safe area. I mentioned this in almost every subscriber gameplay because it seems like almost everyone leaves it as default. Sometimes if your game crashes, you have to go back in and redo the setting. But in PlayStation, you should be able to make this setting as small as possible. In Xbox, I'm not sure the exact steps, but if you go to your settings, there's a little setting for safe area. You go in there, and then you're going to go ahead and edit it so that you will be able to make sure that you're doing it the right way. So the next gameplay we're going to look at is SSG Super Sam 5002. Right here, you can see he has a 1.1 EKIA and a 261 score per minute. Could have actually a couple of good engagements there. Right here, what happens is, in my head, I'm immediately thinking, after he takes his gunfight, which is right here, sorry for if it's a little bit grainy, but we can still kind of see what's going on here. Right here, there's a little bit of red dot where the guy is fighting. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teammates that are either at the middle of the map or on the other side of the map. That tells you that all the enemies should be coming from this side of the map and the spawns have already flipped. From him walking out into the middle, the spawns have already flipped. So this is a good spot to be. Take this guy out, jump on the water fountain, and look the opposite direction. They took him out. Boom. And now everyone should be behind him. See, oh, right there. See? Why does he get killed? Obviously, he's trying to move to the other side of the map, but I don't think he acknowledged that there should be people behind him right away. So that's something you just got to be aware of. Mini-map awareness. So right here, you can see this person's HUD is exactly what I was talking about. It's way tighter. Look at the other one was like touching the corner, and this one's way up here now.
Contact front.
Took that guy out. Go ahead and gets the heal. A little bad engagement there. He was low health. Not much he could have done. Dude has LMG. Just shot through and cleaned him up. So he's doing okay so far. Nothing crazy. 6 and 4. So a lot of times for these, instead of wasting ammo, you could just walk right up to him and hold square. You can press X on Xbox or square on PlayStation, and that just destroys it. You don't got to waste the ammo. So he comes through. Teammate just spawned behind him, so he's still good. Teammates are all on the opposite side, so there's probably a good chunk of the enemies all in the middle of the map. Comes around, gets a nice clean kill there. Moves out of the way. Luckily, his teammates are able to cover him. And now the spawns are a little bit wonky, right? But they should still be spawning on this east side. Look, they're all behind him. He's not on the right side. I wouldn't be on the front side of this water fountain because you can't see the left and the right. I would have backed up a little bit. So there's a guy just shooting his weapon there. You got to come around over here, pre-aim this area. Ooh. Okay, this 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. Maybe even 10 times out of 10. When you come around this corner, you pre-aim this spot. There is almost always someone there camping. They come out of spawn. They sit here on with an LMG or a rifle on a head glitch or some kind of tactical rifle. And they just sit there and they camp. They try to get their 3 kills to get a UAV or a recon car with the ComSec device, and then they move on. Hopefully they get hit markers on you, and then they get their streaks. That's what people do. That is a strategy. It is a lower IQ strategy because basically you don't have to worry about moving. You just aim in one direction. If anyone pops up, you're going to get the kill. That was a 2 EKIA in this match, only running recon and counter. So those are pretty good streaks, especially if someone's just trying to go for a nuclear. But right now, they're pushing too aggressively without map awareness. Win that gunfight just because that guy's not that great. Challenge that gunfight when they don't need to. Bad, just not smart gameplay. Just not smart at all. So right here, you can already see that there's 1, 2, and then there's probably 3 or 4 over here. And maybe even one guy over here in the garage. He just maybe has Ghost on or something like that. As he comes through, doesn't even check the window here where we know people are notoriously going to camp right here. And he would have been dead. 9 times out of 10, that guy's just pre-aiming that doorway. If he has a gun, pre-aiming this area, you're dead. So that is just not a smart move to just jump around the corner. Even if you're pretty confident, it's just something you got to just pre-check. It takes a half a second to a quarter second just to go ADS window, move on. ADS window, move on. So he comes around. This guy ends up jumping out. He misses a couple shots. Snaps too far to the left. And then tries to adjust on the guy. Luckily, he's able to take the guy out. He pushes it aggressively. And this is like no man's land. Look at this. He jumps out. Tries to take out this guy. Look at where his teams are. No one's there for backup. He is 9 times out of 10. You're going to die in this scenario. Teammates are all on this side of the map. Enemies are going to be flooding around behind you where you just killed that guy. They're going to be coming through that area and they're going to be coming around this right side. So odds are, unless you're just lucky, this is not the smart play. There's actually 2 there. Pre-aiming him. And then the third that just walked by. So this is pretty straightforward. This, it looks like the struggle is more map awareness. Gun skill, obviously there's always room for improvement, but I didn't think the gun skill was really the issue. I think it's just the bad positioning, bad timing, rush heavy gameplay without actually planning out 2 steps ahead. For this gameplay, we're going to be looking at MYL date combat record. And right here, you can see that their weekly stats are a 1.82 over their original lifetime stats, which is 1.68. So significant improvement. Overall score per minute is decent. They are having that same issue. See, look at how close it sits to the corner. The little volume thing is covering it up, whereas the other one's pushed towards the middle. And really what that does is when the distance between your crosshairs, where you're spending most of the time looking, is a lot closer to the minimap, which the minimap would be like right here. your eyes are moving from here to the middle, from here to the middle, versus in this, your eyes are moving all the way over here to all the way over here. Those fractions of milliseconds are what get you killed. Because when you go look over here to look at the mini map, some guy walks across the screen, and then by the time you look back, he's already aimed down sight and shooting you. So right now, it looks like the team does have good map control. Teammates are pushing up on the right side, getting a gunfight over here. Looks like they're winning that. Teammates are pushing up mid. He's already recognizing that the spawns are flipping. Potentially. Oh, spawns didn't flip. He turned around. Smart move. But he's pre-aiming his right side because he knows his teammates died over here. So this is good. This is really good. So he's just pre-aiming it. Trying to play smart. He should have probably pushed up a little bit more aggressively when all of his team did. Try and gain that map control. Guy is in that room. So he's playing a little bit cautious. Doesn't have dead silence on. Gets insta-melted. Was that a wildfire? Yeah, wildfire. Insta-melted. Not much you can do in that scenario. But it kind of sucks because he's only gotten into one engagement and the enemy already has a UAV. Not a good scenario. And this is a very passive play style. Lasered that dude. Good to go. There is another one. There's actually two of them. Almost gets wildfire. Teammate covers him. And then he peeks out and destroys that guy. So he's just kind of playing for that first set of streaks. Has a UAV. And it looks like a sniper's nest or attack chopper. And then he has the care package there. There's another guy on this right side. As soon as you kill these dudes, you got to push up. Push up. There it is. Win the gunfight. Clean. And then now, ooh, got turned around. Yeah, that guy just jumped through the window. A little bit bad timing. That guy does look like he's skipping. But odds are he was going to lose that gunfight anyway. He was getting shot in the back. Teammates coming around. Lands a couple shots. Teammate didn't clean him up. Smart move going to this outside. Pre-aiming. See if he can help out the team. Misses a couple shots, but still, it was still decent. And now the spawn's looking like they're flipping. Got to be careful. They could be coming around this left side. Oh, there's actually multiple. So I kind of predicted the spawn flip before it happened. And he kind of does too. But he makes a little bit of a delay. So right here, boom, he turns around. And he's got to make a 50-50 decision. Either take this left side or take the right. He ends up going the right side, which is just a 50-50. If he would have guessed this way, he probably could have killed both of them. But because he doesn't, he ends up dying. Got lasered. Whatever the heck that guy hit him with. Spitfire again. Yeah, that's the thing I'm seeing with this one. Is probably a decent player, but they're not establishing any kind of map control. Which is very hard sometimes. I'm going to admit it. Sometimes it's hard. When you got some people on your team that have no clue what the hell they're doing, it can be very hard, very annoying. There's the wildfire guy. Took him out. Got a little bit of revenge. Now they're getting kind of spawn trapped. Teammates are working around this right side. And this guy does have an ABR, whoever's sitting on the head glitch. So he's got to push. It looked like teammate died over here on the left. So he's just kind of playing safe. Very passive. Playing his life. Ends up taking that guy out. There's another one. Takes that guy out. So I'm gonna be honest with you. This person probably doesn't need to run the stim shot. At least based off the gameplay I'm seeing so far, this is not the gameplay. You'll probably be running the acoustic or ComSec device. Would have already got a couple UAVs by now. But the big problem is if you're not a run and gun like non-stop jumping into gunfights that you know you can win, stim shot is probably not doing you any justice. In this gameplay, pretty much you've probably only had one scenario where maybe it helped. But it's not looking like, it looks like a wasted gear for me. Oh, clean kill. Pushes back. Keeps pushing back, man. Teammates are already on that side. No one's behind you. Playing his life. But look at this area. Teammate pushed through. So this area should be fairly clear. Pushing up. Finally getting some map control. But he's waiting for the teammates to do it. Which is kind of like a very slow play style. Because obviously they can hit their shots. Gun skill's high enough. Clean kill. Got his care package. See, look, he used stim, waits for 10 seconds, gets his stim back, pre-fires. Would have already got his health back anyways. So now he can go ahead and call his UAV. See, he lost his chance. He should have, all the way back here, should have been pushed up, pre-aimed that doorway, wait for them to come out, took them out, and then he could have moved forward. Look at where the teammates are. The middle is pretty secure. The middle right here is pretty secure. All the teammates are on that far right side. So there are probably enemies over here on this left side, but he should be able to get that map control. They end up getting hacked. He calls a care package, which a care package is kind of a sucky one to run. Unless you're trying to do challenges, because then you're relying on RNG to win the match. So he's waiting for it, not involved in the action, got to sit back here and only get to counter UAV. You probably almost guaranteed you got to run engineer if you're gonna run a care package. Going to the back of the spawn, is he trying to hack back?
I speak online. Commencing system intrusion.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good play. Spawn's already flipped. See, what happens is he had no map awareness right here. What happens is his teammates could be all the way on this side of the map. He has no clue because this is all hacked. So until this hack is gone, it doesn't make much sense to hack, especially it's not like they took your attack helicopter, right? So you just got to wait it out and get that map awareness because enemies might be over here. You don't know. So as he comes through, he ends up getting shot. Didn't even get anything for the hack. Kind of a wasted specialist. Comes through. Free aiming again. Got him. Clean kill. System's clean. Now he could have hacked if he was going to hack. Perfect pre-aim of that window. Okay, there's someone coming behind you, bro. Minimap says there's someone behind you. Someone behind you. They're going to kill you. I guessed it. Taking the aggressive position, using the hack until the right time, and it just seems like a little too passive. So I don't know if it's just a little mini-map awareness as well. You end up getting shot in the back. That's pretty much it for the gameplay breakdowns. If you guys did enjoy the video, please remember to hit that like button. I do really enjoy doing these. A lot of you guys write to me in the comments section how much it helps you on a regular basis. I do appreciate the support. If you do want to come back to the channel, find your way back, make sure you do subscribe with notifications on. We'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.